Okay, so today we'll be taking a look at what is basically a sequel to my Connect 4 video. I'm even in the same house as I was for that video as well, with a few modifications for this Tic Tac Toe board. At the end of the Connect 4 video I said that it was possible and that I might want to build a Tic Tac Toe board, and so I figured now that we have vanilla pistons and we can actually build them in multiplayer, I figured this would be a good time to make some prototypes and share it with the viewers and such. You could always build the Connect 4 board in multiplayer before, because you could just break the dirt underneath some sand and gravel and drop it, but a tic-tac-toe board, having a grid and all, is a bit more complicated. Of course, you could always just play tic-tac-toe on the ground in a small square, but having a grid is really nice. And so, just to demonstrate, I guess, first, I will open this up and drop in some pieces. Yes. Okay. And there we go. Yes, that is good enough. Fill it up, and then flip the switch to reset it. And then you can just go down, collect your pieces, and give the pieces that you're not using to the other player. So it's pretty simple to play, pretty simple to reset the board. And then the redstone is actually fairly simple. If you don't want to listen to the rambling of how exactly all these bumps and stuff works, I would just pause the video here and maybe over here or something and just work with that. However, some of this redstone might not be necessary, but I really like the symmetrical look of all the redstone. It looks really nice. And then basically it's coming from the switch that's right behind this block, the lever that is, and it's coming out, plugging into the block behind there, going up, and at each bump is going up a level, and at the end it's coming around and plugging into this other side block as well. And then in the middle of each bump we have it going up and into a piston, and also powering the block that it's traveling over. So it's powering a piston directly and a piston indirectly, and that's for the same on both sides. And then it goes into the middle and into that block as well, plugging in to power another piston indirectly. And then if we go up one more level here, it's coming up on each bump and plugging directly into a block, and that's the same thing for 3 of these. Yep. And then at each bump we have it plugging into another piston directly. And then for the left and right side, it's coming up and plugging into the blocks on the top directly. And that's pretty much it for the redstone there. And one more time, just a quick overview there. Right. And that's basically the board itself. That's about it. And this block here, here, and here are the only ones that you need to actually worry about powering, because they're the ones that on the bottom are going to be holding up the pistons. Now, you don't exactly have to power all the ones in the entire grid like I did, because you only need to hold up the ones which are actually going to hold pieces, which is going to be this, 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 and this. Basically every other horizontal block. So you only need to power 3 for the grid itself and 3 on the bottom. But I like to power the entire thing because I find that it looks really cool. And if you only have a couple being powered, then it looks really weird and kind of, I think, disorienting might be a good enough term for it. It is pretty weird nonetheless. And then you also might want to set up a spectator booth. Again, this is from my Connect 4, so it's a bit larger than it probably needs to be. But if you're on a server, it's great to have something like this, and I like having it fairly high and have a lot of visibility so that you can see everything down below. And also I like to have it basically open to air. Bad for rain, so make sure if you make it open to air like I did here, you add some sort of rain protection. In my Connect 4 board I had this, and I had glass running across where you would place the pieces, and that was really great because it protected you from the rain while you were placing them, but you don't get that here because I have the platform in the direct center. So just watch out for that if you're building in the air. Other than that, that's pretty much it, and I will add this to my game series. I might come up with other game ideas in the future as well. And if you have ideas, be sure to comment and I will read them. I will see you next time.